Alright, hey, welcome back for part 7. Part 7, we start to go away from the blade, and now we're moving on to the next piece, which is starting the hilt. And the first piece we do for the hilt is the guard. So the guard is done similar to how we do the blade, where basically we start with a pretty massive chunk. This particular piece is 1/2 inch by 1 inch. Stainless. So this particular guard, I'm actually working a couple different guards at the same time. So currently I have a brass guard I'll be doing, and then 2 stainless guards. Now the one for the piece that we're using for our demo will be a stainless guard. And it's also going to be a pretty intricate guard, so we're going to document how we do that, video by video here. And not everybody likes stainless for their sword parts, especially if they're focused more on historical accuracy. They'll want an iron or mild steel guard. Stainless is a little brighter finish. The plus side for anyone using their blades for reenactments, for theater, or anything is you can get your hands all over it. It's never going to rust. So we end up using stainless a lot. The particular stainless we use 303, 316, 304. And they hold up very well. They're very durable for sparring, for all sorts of stuff, as long as you get the shape right. So it starts with a big chunk. This is a massive bar. And then we work it down from there, just like we worked our blade from a bar. So the important thing we do with our guards is, so this is a piece, this isn't the guard that I'll be doing for this sword, but again, we're running a few in parallel here, is the way we mount our guards. So I think prior to 2010, maybe 2008, I can't remember exactly, but I used to just mill out a slot and then slide the guard onto the blade, and it'd be a little wiggly. You have a little gap there, and then you put your handle and your pommel on, and then when you peen or bolt, however the construction method was, it would compress everything onto the blade and keep it tight. And it's for the bolted one that was nice, because if anything did loosen up, you could tell, because the ringing of the sound when you impact something would go away. So you could tell that your blade was starting to get loose. For a peen blade, same thing, you'd lose sound, but the biggest thing is repeening a blade a lot is kind of a pain in the neck. So when I looked at a lot of historical pieces, I noticed that the guards were pretty much permanently in place. Now that could be, obviously originals could be corroded. It could be due to just erosion of the blade and the guard and the material itself over hundreds of years. So that could definitely be the case. And there are certainly original pieces where the guard is loose. But for the most part, most of your guards on historical pieces, they're locked in place. Is that corrosion? Yeah, it could be. So what I try to do though, and what I've done since, is oh, hold on, pups, that's my pups. Is I machine my guards so that the slot is a little bit smaller than the tang itself, and they have to be press fit on into place. So once they're press fit on, it's not going anywhere. And then you also have a backup so that the guard is pressed, so the guard will be pressed on, and then the handle will go on over, and then the pommel, and then that'll be peened, so you have a press fit and a compression of your grip, which keeps the guard in place, which is a super strong method. And we rarely get anything that loosens up due to that. Now the exception to that rule is occasionally we have folks who want brass guards. And brass isn't common on medieval blades at all, but occasionally we do make them. It is common on 18th century blades though, and 17th century blades. It's very common on those. So brass, even when you press fit brass, so this is a guard I'm making that'll be in this batch here. Even when you press fit it, brass has a tendency to creep. It's a term of the material relaxing over time. So what we do for our brass guards is we have to machine that hole even smaller to give it even a better press fit. But even still, over enough time, the brass will loosen up. It's just a property of the material. So that's why we have the 2 different methods, press fit and then the compression of the grip to keep it in place. So yeah, so I'll be working all these guards in parallel. So I have a couple single-hander guards, and then we're going to be doing the big guard for this piece, which is going to be quite intricate. And then as they'll be milled on this machine right here. So as we're milling these and making the guards, we'll be documenting that in our videos here. So stay tuned, and any questions on guards or anything like that, again, we're going real detailed, I guess, for all the hilt pieces and the blade, just to show you exactly how we make these pieces. So any questions, let us know, and thank you very much.